Many people have said to me, should there have been a similar sort of warp speed event for testing? If you look at 3M, for example, $500,000 was invested in the company. Was that enough? Should the Defense Production Act have been enacted to make up for some of these shortfalls of nasal swabs and even help now manufacture some of these tests and reagents at a faster rate? Did we do enough? I know we're not through this, so we're not doing the retrospective on this yet, but did we do enough in the early days with regard to testing?
So I'm glad you asked that as well. We've used DPA about 34 or 35 times now related to testing. I mean, just in terms of swabs, it seems obscene, but we put $120 million into swab production domestically to get swabs from literally a few million per month to upwards of 40 to 50 million per month, which we absolutely need. And it's going to go higher than that, upwards of 100 million per month. We've invested over $100 million in antigen point of care testing. Across the board, we really have made these investments. So I think it's inaccurate if people say we haven't done it. We really have. Now, there are some companies that literally did not need the money, that everything was being done that they could. They were capital rich. We had domestic production. We needed to deregulate the field to make sure they were available. But we really have done that. And with the RADx program at NIH and BARDA, there's a tremendous amount of investment, like $2 billion of investment in new technologies for diagnostics, some of which we're going to reap. Next generation sequencing, which your audience may be familiar with, that's really just hitting the market this month, using next generation sequencing platforms for something they were never designed to do, diagnosis, but yes, they can do that. So we've really leveraged a lot. And I can tell you, every day I look at the data, I call companies, I know what every manufacturer is doing. I think we have great situational awareness. And when there is an opportunity to invest, we've done it. There's been no barrier to do that. Some come from the DPA, like we did with BD and Quidel to get those purchases from nursing homes. Some come from other investments like care sources from the CARES Act. Some come from the NIH, some come from BARDA. We all sit around the table. If there's an investment opportunity, we do it. If there's an acquisition opportunity, like buying $150 million of the Binax test, we did that. We announced a $760 million deal the day after the authorization. That didn't happen by random. This has been planned for over a month to do that, to buy it, and to distribute it in a way that supports reopening.